What's good, YouTube? Casey the Quiet Warrior here. Today's video is not written down or bullet point or anything like that. Just straight off the dome, something I want to come on here and get off my chest. So this video is not going to be too long, and excuse me if I'm all over the place. But this video is inspired by Jordan Green's recent video. I'm not here to clout chase or anything like that. I will not be putting his YouTube channel name in the title. I won't be putting him in the thumbnail or hashtagging him or anything like that. Plus, I'm not getting monetized by this video. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. So what I got inspired by that video is how to have a synchronized and harmonized work-life balance, because in today's society, most people tend to put in too much, eggs in the basket into one or the other. And this can cause a lot of problems from people, especially like depression, sadness, anger, frustration, overall negative emotions that can discourage you from, you know, even going about your regular day-to-day life. And a lot of people don't understand this and realize this, and this is something that I am currently still working on myself. But I just want to come on here and talk about one major thing that you can do to help balance this out and overall not tend to get burnt out or gain these negative emotions or negative stigma or thoughts from putting too much eggs in the basket into one or the other, or too much percentage into one or the other, and obviously not getting burnt out. So I'm gonna just come on here and give a few examples. So too much of one thing can be bad, and you obviously be able to depict that from just these two in general and the examples that I'm about to say. But say if you're putting in too much on the work side, if you're constantly working 24/7, 365 with no breaks, some of these days you're not getting a proper amount of sleep required for yourself. You're missing out on meals and not eating, not spending time with your family, very distant, you know what I mean? Neglecting your overall mood, your thoughts, your body, your hygiene, things like that in general. If you're um, constantly working around the clock 24/7 and not giving yourself the time to recover and relax and recoup from all that work that you are doing, you will start to become burnt out, and your drive and motivation to achieve whatever you are working towards or striving for will decrease drastically, because you are not giving yourself the proper amount of time to heal and recover from that. And there, like I said, that I'm going to explain, there is nothing wrong with putting in that work to become better, especially if you're working towards your goal or your purpose in life, or whatever that may be, retail, your purpose, your goals, but especially your purpose and goals in life. When you're working towards that, nothing is wrong with that. You know what I mean? You obviously want to put that first. You know what I mean? Obviously still have a balance between the two, but you obviously want to put work into that. You obviously want to put importance into that, because that is something that is important, and that something you obviously want to work on and achieve to become better, especially like I said, on your purpose or self-improvement, or your goals in life. You obviously want to put importance to that, so you can become better in that category and evolve as a person. And like I said, nothing is wrong with that. There is going to be some days, where you may have not gotten the right amount of sleep required for yourself. There is going to be some days where you probably didn't eat that much, probably didn't talk to anybody like that, your family, friends, that etc. Maybe you just, just been stuck, in between yourself. And like I said, nothing is wrong with that, but you don't want to have, you know, that always, just having that always be your life, because once you start to do that, you will start to lose who you are as a person. Your identity will be snatched from you. You won't know who you are anymore because you are constantly just thinking about work, and work is the only thing you know, and work is the only thing that you do on a daily basis. But like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you put too much into that, you are liable to get burnt out. And with the life part, if you are steadily partying 24/7, 365 around the clock, not paying those bills when the due dates come, not paying off your car nor your landlord, your phone bill, things of that nature. When you are not doing that, when you are, just always hanging out, not putting in the work that you need to put in, skipping out on things that's important, overall, doing the things that you need to do to improve your life. When you're neglecting too much of the work side, you're bound to become more lazier, and I'll overall just not be motivated to get the things that you need to get done in life done. And you're going to be waiting around for that quick spark of motivation. But when you are always in that lifestyle and just, YOLOing every day, which is nothing wrong with it, because sometimes you need that in order to grow. But if you're doing that on a daily basis and just going about life and not putting in the work that you need to put in, while also having an equally balanced life balance, and you're just putting all your eggs in a basket into that, you're not going to be able to be disciplined enough to get the things that you need to prioritize and get done, and things that are important to you as a person, especially if you are trying to climb the ranks and become successful. If you are just steadily out partying, doing things of that nature, just to get a better understanding, you should understand. But things in that nature, you're more liable to not be disciplined, like I said, to get the things that you want to get done. And you're just going to be waiting around for yourself to get that motivation and to be able to get those things done, when you should already have the discipline built to know that you have to prioritize, some more important things and get those things done. And like I said, with the work part, there's nothing wrong with having a equally um balanced out of the two. There's obviously nothing with taking a break from the work, recuperating, regenerating, recovering, and overall just relaxing your mind, your body, and your spirit. There's nothing wrong with that, because you need that. But too much of that is also bad. Like I said, putting all the percentage of yourself into that, or all the eggs in the basket into that, is not good. So with that being said, you should be able, to obviously get get where I'm coming from, and get the examples. And the main thing that you need to do to overall not have this problem is you need to build discipline, and you need to have a schedule with time blocks, because a schedule with time blocks will set you up for success in life, especially for having a successful work-life balance, because when you put time blocks in between your work and life balance, when you're obviously working towards that, when you put time blocks in between your schedule, you can set up specific times that you need to get the work done. And you, once you hit all those time blocks and get those things done, whatever else time that you have, you can spend that on relaxing, recovering, regenerating, and things of that nature. But once the work is done, you leave that alone. Don't procrastinate on it. Don't think about it. When you hit those time blocks and get the work done, leave it alone. It is done for that day. And then you can relax. And then once you got done with your relaxation, your recovery, your regeneration, and it's time for you to get back to work again, all those things that you were doing as you were relaxing, you know, don't think about that. Don't procrastinate on it. Let it go and focus yourself on getting your work done. But when you do that, you are bound to become more disciplined, because it's something that you are not used to. It's something that you're uncomfortable with. And overall, over time, once you start to hit those goals more and more, every single day, you're overall going to build more discipline and have a better work-life balance, because once you learn to switch in between the two and harmonize the two and learn how to get the things that you need to get done in that specific amount of time and let go, you're going to be able to not have these problems and these negative emotions that are breeded upon you, because you are able to get the work that you need to get done and be able to relax at the same time. So, like I said, schedule, deal, build discipline, build discipline, and, focus on what you need to get done. Journal, that is also a good thing that you can do too. Journal and set it out into the universe. Do I am affirmations. All those things, those are just a couple of tips I put out there. Those things combined and molded into one will help you have a better work-life balance, because you will start to be able to get the understanding in between the two and how to harmonize and synchronize in between the two. So therefore you are not burnt out and always having, you know, too much percentage into one or the other. So just remember to do that. Like I said, straight off the dome, so excuse me if this sounds redundant or anything like that. Remember to use those, because it will help you. And let me know some other things that you could do in the comment sections to have a better work-life balance. And um, yeah, and like I said, this is something I'm personally working on too. So everybody's not perfect, and make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and peace.